Greetings from Cresta Butte, Colorado. I have the pleasure of being able to work with the skiers every year, and they do incredible things. My gliders are some of my favorite patients. Not that I don't love all of you. We just really get nerdy into physics and how to walk, sit, stand. It's actually, believe it or not very easy to walk up skis, particularly in the backcountry. So making sure knees and hips are all mobile, because the foot is so immobile inside the boot, particularly ski boots. My snowboarders definitely have a little bit more flexibility in there. But man, I get to really have fun with those extremities. So I'm here in Cresta Butte having a great time, and I wanted to remind everybody that this is serious. This is serious. The nonchalantness about your body and its mobility drives me crazy. Life is good, and when you can move, okay, if I have a shoulder and I can't move it, I got to move my back and my neck. And you wake up, let's say you wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by noon, 4 hours of you being restricted, what type of energy do you think that's taking away from you? You know, and we've got an entire country running over to Starbucks, getting a coffee when they're tired. Let's look inside, literally, your day and get yourself mobile. Be real. What the heck does that mean? Well, logging is one of the best things I did in college, because I figured out that I thought Skittles was a fruit group in undergrad. Okay, I started eating very, very healthy in undergrad at a health food store because I worked there. And that was one of our bonuses. We got to have food there. Now, my mobility, I wouldn't have the collagen I have, the vitamin C I had. I wouldn't have the lifestyle I have heading towards 40. I just wouldn't, because I would be made out of poor materials. You know, Skittles is not what it takes for the body to regenerate a decent quality tissue. You've got the muscles, the joints, the nerves, the ligaments holding you together. And if they get all jammed up because you have poor mobility or sedentary lifestyle, and I hear this a lot too. Just had this conversation with my skier this morning. Well, I work out all the time. I understand why it was stuck. Okay, well, if you work out like this, you can constantly be pulling on one joint. Yes, this is my joint. This is my spine for the day. But when I'm palpating people's joints, I find a ton locked up and one that wants to do all the work. So if you go exercise now, you're exercising like this. Okay, you might be getting really flexible, but really between this. So when I go through and I backcountry up to the top of these mountains with people, and I adjust free the restrictions, and then they go down and exercise or perform, not only do their muscles have an easier time not fighting yourself, but you have more energy. I don't think there's any argument that when you're doing an extreme sport, particularly walking through snow, having that extra energy and good breathing patterns in order to get yourself out of tight scenarios. And most of the time they're planning. They know exactly where they're going to go in their run and what they're up to. This is like a huge thing. This is a big deal. So I just want to take a few minutes and remind everybody, you don't have to be a backcountry skier. If you're a mom picking up kids, same. If you're swimming, same. My surfers, my office workers, yes, we need to train to sit in front of a computer like I did today doing paperwork after I worked on my skiers this morning. This is a big deal. So you want to be 10% stronger than the demand you're about to impose on your body. You want to get real and analyze what you're actually doing all day. And then you don't want restrictions inside of you. Please take your adjustments seriously. We get to go in your body and create freedom so that you get to create the life that you want to live. And every time I hear my patients come in and tell me that I could pick up the kids and I could travel and I could take that trip that I've always wanted to do and I could go skiing and I nailed my numbers and I beat my record, or I can pick up both my kids at the same time so I don't have one that's jealous. All those statements are what I live for. That's what I practice for. It is seriously amazing. And those patients are taking their health and their body seriously, and they're studying their movements. And let me tell you, the 5 to 20 minutes it takes per day to be aware of how you're moving around and to get adjusted is way worth the result. I am completely clueless on how less than 10% of the population is actually getting this work done. It's got to end. So please get adjusted. I'd love to get my hands on you. And I'm going to go out there for lunch and beat up my skiers again because I'm sure half of them fell doing some pretty cool stuff. So have a wonderful day. Aloha.